Hurry in. Ah, matron, what can I do for you?
I'm sorry to trouble you, Dr. Soper, but I've been thinking about this camping trip for the girls that have to remain with us during the holidays.
What about it?
Well, I was wondering whether it really was such a good idea.
Perhaps you're forgetting, matron, it was my idea.
Oh, no, and of course it is. An absolutely splendid one. But
what? Well,
I was wondering whether perhaps they might find it a trifle Spartan. I mean, they're being such delicate and refined girls. The point I'm really trying to make is that here I can keep full control over them. But outside, well, anything might happen.
You seem to be forgetting, Miss Haggard. You're coming with us. Surely you and I together can keep suitable control.
I was thinking about the girls.
So am I.
Oh. But don't you see, it raises the problem of sex.
Ah, sure, you matron. I wouldn't dream of bothering you in that way.
And I meant with the girls. They're liable to come into contact with boys.
Oh, yes, but I don't think that'll be a problem. It's been my experience that once young people sample the delights of country life and the wonders of nature, they just can't get enough of it.
Exactly.
I was thinking of the girls.
So was I.
Exactly.
Well, I do hope you're right, Dr. Soper.
Oh, yes, I assure you, matron. But I take the point you made earlier. Yes, these girls have led very sheltered lives. They don't even know what boys are. I suggest you give them a little talk on the subject. Oh, nothing too frightening. Just stick to the birds and the bees, with a possible reference to the behavior of monkeys.
Well, I'll try, Dr. Soper.
Good. If any of them feel any unnatural urges or the desire to do something they shouldn't, well, send them straight to me.
You?
Yes.
Well, I was thinking about the girls.
So was I.
Oh.
There's 3 large tents for the girls. One for me, one for Miss Haggard, and bunks and bedding. All the bunks and bedding in here.
Get a load of that. Whoa!
Good morning, Dr. Soper. Are we all loaded?
Not half.
Oh, is that our driver?
Yes, Mr. Tanner.
You can call me Jim.
Hello, Jim. Are you going to stay with us all the time?
Oh, yeah. I'll go all the way.
Oh, I bet you do.
That'll do. All right, girls, get in the coach and we'll get on with the loading. Barbara, dear, do you think you're quite suitably dressed for traveling?
Oh, but sir, we were told to bring the minimum of clothing.
Yes, but in your luggage, not on your person.
Oh, it's all right. I've got a minimum in my luggage, too.
Yeah. So I see, but I don't think it's proper for a young lady to show her legs to that extent.
What extent?
They go up too far.
My legs? Oh, they only go up to me.
To your shorts.
Oh, yes.
What a rear-wheel drive, eh?
Yes, fascinating the way it... what? Absolutely disgusting. I can't think what matron had in mind when she allowed it. I shall certainly speak to her when...
Good morning, Dr. Soper.
Miss Haggard, I really must protect...
Something wrong, Dr. Soper?
No, matron, nothing at all. All right, now pay attention, girls. Owing to our rather prolonged stay at Stonehenge, I've arranged for us to stay the night at a hostel and then go on to the campsite tomorrow morning. Any questions?
Go on, Babs, I dare you. Yes, please, Dr. Soper.
What is it, Barbara, dear?
Please, sir, at Stonehenge, I heard an American gentleman say that all those stones were to do with fertility rites. What are they?
Fertility rites, yes. Well, that's easily explained, my dear. You see, in those days, there were very few cattle and horses about, and men had to purchase the right to gather the fertilizer. Hence the term fertility rites.
Oh, I see. Aren't I silly? I thought it was something to do with having babies.
The rest period. A fine talk you must have given them on the birds and the bees. Hurry up, girls. Come along now. Pick up your luggage. Well, here we are, girls. Welcome to Ballsworth Youth Hostel, Corridor E, rooms 15 to 22. All the girls will have to share. Oh, not you, of course, matron. You'll be in room 19.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Soper.
Not at all. I'm sure no one will disturb you. Yes, come along, girls. Hurry up. Now, all paired off. Each girl make a pair. All make a pair. That's right. What's the matter, Sally?
Please, sir, I don't seem to have a pair.
I wouldn't say that, dear.
You see, there's 11 of us.
Oh, yes, that's true. I hadn't thought of that. That is most awkward.
Well, she can have my room.
I beg your pardon?
Well, I'm on my own. She can have it if she wants.
Oh, yes, I suppose that would appear to be the only solution. All right, Sally, you take room 17.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's all right. Any time.
It's all right. Come along, dear. You'll be sharing with me room 16.
Oh.
Back to room 16. And don't hog the bed.
Dr. Soper's coming. Yeah, I've got an idea. Come here.
Off to bed advised now, girls. Get a good night's sleep.
Yes, Dr. Soper, and the same to you.
Thank you. Good night. Oh, matron, this is the men's.
Go away, Dr. Soper!
I'm sorry. No, matron, I assure you the mistake is yours. It's quite clearly marked.
Dr. Soper, I must confess I'm not an expert in these matters, but I hardly think a shower stall is a suitable place for making advances.
I thought I got hold of the shower tap. I mean, but matron,
You stay here and keep watch.
move over.
Dr. Soper!
Ah, there you are. Good morning, girls.
Good morning, Dr. Soper.
Now, the coach is waiting.
Sorry we busted in on you like that last night, sir. Hope we didn't ruin things for you.
Not at all. It was just a misunderstanding over the room numbers, you understand?
Of course, sir.
I wonder how it could have happened. The doors were all marked so clearly, sir.
Yes, well, no harm done. I was only in there for a
Of
bit.
course, sir. No harm in a bit now and then.
Good morning, matron. I was just explaining to the girls about last night.
Oh, please don't say anything more. I fear I owe you an apology.
Oh, not at all, matron. You weren't knew I was in the wrong
Oh,
room.
no, please. I have been thinking about it. I should never have screamed out like that. It was most immature of me.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. What?
You see, I've always led a very sheltered life. And before this, no man has ever tried to force his attentions on me.
I can well believe it. All the same.
But I am not a child. I am aware that a man has these uncontrollable urges from time to time.
Oh, only at Christmas and bank holidays.
I
It's
should
very close.
really feel very flattered that you would want to release them on me.
Oh, but I don't, matron, I assure you.
Oh, I realize, of course, it was the sight of me in the shower that aroused your slumbering manhood.
Oh, but it wasn't slumbering. It was only half.
No, please don't say any more. Just be patient with me. Remember, I am inexperienced in such things. Just don't rush me. I think you'll find it's worth waiting for.
Yeah, so it's Christmas, but you won't find me stuffing your turkey.
I say, thanks most awfully for the lift.
That's all right.
Come along, girls. Collect your bags. This way.
Such charming company, too. I say, could I give something towards the petrol?
Well, you could give something for all the food.
Oh, but I'd be delighted.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, excellent. Well done, matron.
Well, it seems a little bit rickety, Doctor.
Is it? Yes, well, of course, it's fairly easy to get it up. It's getting it to stay up. That's what counts. Oh, of course, you haven't pegged it down properly.
Oh, of course. You must forgive me, Doctor. I've never done it before.
Yes, so you told me earlier.
Excuse me. Oh, Doctor, I suppose you hadn't room for me.
Room for you?
Yes, well, you see, I happen to have lost my tent.
My dear man, these tents are all for young girls.
Oh, well, I'm not fussy.
Well, I am.
Oh. Well, what about the little one at the far end?
That, sir, is my habitat.
Oh, I do beg your pardon. You know I thought that you and she...
Certainly not.
Oh, well, in that case, I don't mind sharing with her.
Well, you're certainly not fussy. Now, remember, girls, the camp perimeter lights go out at 10 o'clock, and I don't want to see any of you outside your tents after that. There'll be the usual PT at 7:30, followed by breakfast at 8, and then I'll be taking you all on a lovely nature ramble. Lunch at 1 o'clock, and then I'll be giving a lecture on bird song and the calls of nature.
All right, I'll show you once again. You watching? Right, here we go now. Now you see it, now you don't.
That's it.
That's wrong again. That's 3 kisses you owe me.
What is going on here?
Oh, these 2 gentlemen have been kindly helping us with our tent, sir.
That's very nice, I'm sure, but you mustn't let them take advantage of you.
Oh, no, we'll try not to, sir.
I'm talking to the gentleman.
Oh, you don't want to worry about us, mate. We're only too happy to be of assistance.
It's very kind of you, I'm sure. But I'd like to see you get everything organized inside the tent.
That suits us.
I was talking to the girls. Bunks and bedding.
Oh, yes, well, Jane's just gone to get hers, sir.
It's high time you got yours. And I was talking to the girls. Now, legs astride, arms flinging from side to side. Begin. And fling, and in. And fling, and in. And both arms fling. Now, really, let's see those chests come out. And fling, and in. And fling, and in. And fling. Oh. Oh. Matron, take them away. Oh.
Get out of here, quick. There you go.
Hello. Filthy beasts. Disgusting bit.
Come on. Right. And remember, girls, don't go asking the monks at the monastery any stupid questions because they've given up talking. And none of your saucy looks because they've given that up too.
Right, are we all ready to go?
Yes, Doctor, it's over. All except Jane. She wasn't feeling very well, so I told her to stay in bed. What have you done to your eyes?
I got a fly in it.
Dr. Stoper?
Yes, what is it, matron?
I must see you on a personal matter.
Oh, I can't come out now. I'll see you in the morning.
Very well. If you won't come out, I'll come in.
No.
Oh, no, you don't.
No, matron, I was just taking a shortcut.
I don't know why, Doctor, but I have a feeling you're trying to avoid me.
Oh, no, whatever gave you that idea? But you shouldn't be in here, you know. Think of the girls. They need watching.
Oh, to hell with the girls.
To hell with the girls. Matron.
I can't help it. It's not fair to ignore a woman after you've aroused her dormant passion.
But I've not aroused your dormant passion. Your dormant passion.
Oh, but you have. All my life I've been like an unused clockwork toy. And then that night at the hostel, you wound me up. Now you must stop me.
Oh, I couldn't. I might bust your spring. Oh.
You don't know how empty my life has been. Before I came to your school, I was matron at a hospital. There was a doctor there. He was brilliant. He looked just like you. I worshipped him, but he ignored it. Why, whenever I show any interest in a man, do they ignore it? Why? Haven't I got appeal?
Yes, but so's a banana, and I don't even want that.
But I feel you're different, Doctor. Don't you feel something?
No, I believe in keeping my hands to myself.
But that night in the hostel, you showed me your true feelings. Now I beg you, let me show you mine.
But I don't want to see yours.
Don't fight it!
Oh, help! Someone help!
What's that? What's going on?
I don't know, but thank heavens for it.